Yeah. So, I mean, there's a concept called imposter syndrome.
Mm.
You've heard of that, yeah? But
Yeah.
it's often when people, think, I don't deserve to be here, or how did I get here, or I haven't got the skills. So initially, there was a little bit of that. There was a little bit of that thinking to say, should I really be here, and how are they going to react to me? But my desire to see change
Mm.
overrode all of those emotions that I was feeling. Now, people, with the experiences that I had would, and still to this day may be seen as quite, unreliable, might not turn up on time, might not behave correctly, and speak in the right term. So for me, it was a chance to actually model the behaviour that went completely the opposite of what people expected.
Yeah.
So I started like, you know, doing all my background research. I started asking questions that were really poignant questions.
Mm.
So I remember, in the early days, like, I'd sit in a meeting and people would just be chatting all this jibber jabber. Yeah, I didn't even know what they were talking about, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But they were talking about the people that I cared about, people like me.
Mm.
So rather than me sitting there feeling disempowered and thinking, well, actually, I ain't going to come back here again because I don't know what they're talking about, I
Mm.
started actually challenging them diplomatically, but challenging them, saying, well, actually, what does that acronym mean? Well, who decided that that's important?
Yeah.
Why is it that this is seen as your focus for the next 2 years when you've got these issues here and you've got these issues here? And what that started doing, it started building a strategic picture in my mind, a strategic and political picture of the landscape.
Mm.
And some people wouldn't react very well to it. I could tell from their face that they were thinking, who's this junkie think he is,
Yeah.
coming in and asking all these questions. But it wasn't about me or my experiences. And with all due respect, it wasn't about you. It's not about you or your experiences. This is
Mm.
about real people out there that are suffering.